Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you about the guitar parts for Our God Is Love, which is a tune that Jason and I wrote. The song's in the key of B flat, so we're going to be capoed 3 for the whole song, which is important to get some of the drones that we'll be using throughout the songs on the D, G, and B strings. So let's jump in with the first chorus. Most of the song was recorded on a Strat, so I'm going to be starting there on my neck pickup. And the tone for the first chorus is a little bit of compression, some dotted eighths delay, and my normal worship reverb I use for most songs. Sounds like this. And before we jump into the part, here are the shapes for the first chorus. Relative to the capo, here's the G shape, the C shape, the E minor shape, all right, the part goes like this. All right, let's move on to verse 2. So I'm using the exact same tone. The only difference is I've moved from my neck pickup to my neck and my middle pickup, which is position 4 on a Strat. I'm also using my guitar pick finally instead of my fingers. And here are the shapes. So we're going to start off with a G to a C chord to an E minor to a D to a C. All right, and the part goes like this. And we just do that twice, and that's the verse. Next is the second chorus. So I'm on the same pickup selection as the last part, which is pickup selector number 4, neck and middle. I've added a drive, and here's the line. I'll play it slow first, and then I'll go through it. Here it is up to speed. All right, now let's talk about the interlude. This is probably the hardest part of the song, but I also think it's the most fun because it's kind of cool sounding and challenging. Anyways, I've added on another layer of drive. So I've got stage 1 and stage 2, and I've went down to my bridge pickup just to get a brighter tone. First thing I want to talk about is the rhythm. It's a little bit rhythmically complex because each of the lines starts on a different beat. First one starts on 1, The second one starts on beat 2, and the third one starts on the and of 1, or between beats 1 and 2. I'm going to count those off for you and play that. Here's with no delay or reverb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the second line. This one starts on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Here's the third one. This one starts on the and of 1 or 1 and. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Again, and this one's an upstroke. That'll help you a lot instead of downstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. All right, so there's a little note about the rhythm. The second thing I find important about technique is which note to land, or which finger to use to land on the fifth note of the progression. It's this note here. That one right there. So there's 3 lines, like I mentioned. The first and the third line, I want to land on that note with my middle finger. The second line, I want to land on that note with my pointer finger. And you'll see why, because I'm going to do a slide up thing, and it just works better. Let me show you, for example, I'll play it slow. So remember, first time, we're going to land on this with the middle finger. Second time, pointer finger. Third line, back to the middle finger. Here it is. Rhythmically in time, also watch the technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next one, this one's on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then here's the third one. This one starts on the and of 1. Notice I'm coming back to my middle finger. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. Okay, so there we got the rhythm, we got the technique down. Now let's add back in the delay and the reverb that we've been using for the whole song. Okay, one last note to kind of make this thing sound cool. I use my POG, my octave up effect, at a pretty extreme setting. It's full dry, which I always use, but also 100% octave up as well. So it sounds like this. The trick is, I'm going to kick that on in the middle of the phrase to trick the ear into thinking I went up an octave when in fact I just kicked on my pedal to add that octave up sound. So here's what that sounds like. Start with it off. So, here we go. All right, one more time. And there's the interlude. Alright, here's the bridge, probably the easiest part of the song. We're going to come in halfway through the first bridge and play this pretty simple line. I've got the same delay and reverb settings in just my first stage of drive. I'm on setting number 4 here on the Strat, which is the neck in the middle. Here's the part. Here is the second time through the bridge. Midway through, I'm going to kick on another layer of drive. It's kind of this arpeggiating line with the open B string. It goes like this. Through to the end of the bridge up until the first note of the chorus, and then you hit that chord, stop, and then on to the next part. Alright guys, here's the final chorus to the end of the song. So we're going to come in a few bars in with this bend thing that'll happen on the G and B strings. I'm going to be bending the G string up. Frets 14 and 11 are where I'm going to start. I'm on the bridge pickup, and I've got 2 layers of drive on here. Same delay and reverb from the whole song. Part goes like this. And then one thing to note, when I go back to my line in the chorus, I'm going to go to the middle pickup and just kick off a layer of drive, and I'll play through the end of the song. So here's the part. Here's a full walkthrough of the whole song to the best of my abilities. We'll see how this goes.
So where does our help come from? It comes from the living God. Word became flesh, Jesus lives. Oh, hail the King. So lift up forgiven arms. Let your heart trust once more. Our God is worthy. Our God is holy. Our God is love. Not by our will we stand, not by the strength of man. It's Jesus Christ, our hope and peace. Perfect and blameless Son, hung by the guilty ones, stands in our place.
you go. We made it. Good luck.